Hi guys, good evening all. Yesterday I given a simple understanding about Excel. So if you want to understand the Excel, we are discussing about three major points. What are those we discussed? So if you want to perform any analysis, forget about Excel. It is a Python, it is a data science, it is a generative AI. Three major things we are going to work upon it. What are those? Whenever you receive any business problem, any problem, not only the business problem, your personal problem also, never ever jump into solution. Never ever jump into solution. Always try to understand the problem. Try to find out the ways to solve it. And then come to a conclusion. So three major things we are discussing. What are those three major things we are discussing? So first one is explore, to explore. Next one, analyze. What about third one, guys? What is third one? Presentation. Present or presentation. These are the three fundamental points. For example, guys, for example, let's take a simple example before I go to start the Excel. COVID is a pandemic, right? Everyone heard about the pandemic, guys? Everyone heard about the pandemic? Yes or no? COVID.
Yes.
Yes, right? Suppose now
Yes.
in 2020, in the year of 2020, in the month of March, the first time central government has announced Janata lockdown, right? So, as a people in this country, what do? Let's say you are the prime minister. Now we heard that COVID is going to hit us. How it is going to hit, we don't know. Now we feel the consequences, we have faced the problems, and we have seen the side effects for vaccination. Everything I've seen it. At the start of the day, if you given a problem that COVID is going to hit us, how are you going to deal with it? Can you go and prepare the vaccination? We don't know symptoms, right? Without knowing the symptoms of the disease, how can you treat or how can you cure it? So first and foremost, X is a person who is affected with the COVID. What are the symptoms he or she is having? X person and Y person will face the same symptoms? No, right? Maybe some different. But majority of the people, what symptoms they have faced? Maybe headache, cold, fever, cough, and what else? Breathing problem. Now these are the major uncommon symptoms for most of the people. Then you start giving a medicine. For example, what medicine is required for cold? What medicine is required for cough? What medicine is required for breathing problem? And then, okay, these are the problems. And we may create a one analysis. We created analysis and start creating the vaccination. That vaccination has been distributed to entire country. That is how we come to the solution. Even whenever you're dealing with the data science or anything, you always first always try to understand and explore the problem, analyze the problem, and finally come to a solution. That is called presentation. Okay. So we are very new to Excel. We are very new to Excel. We don't know the basics of Excel. We just go on kids, right? How kid will learn the English or some regional language? Directly, if a kid, you are just born kid, you go and read the UPSC exam or prepare the UPSC exam, not possible, right? You go and learn the basics, right? Here also, as in Excel also, we are going to learn the very basics. Okay, let's try to understand the. Any questions, guys? In the meantime, any doubts? Any questions? Any doubt? Now, let's say Excel interface. First topic which we are going to discuss: interface. For example, you want to buy mobile phone, madam. You want to buy mobile phone. Which mobile phone are you using? iPhone. Am I right? So directly you want to buy iPhone 15. Okay, take this mobile and pay the bill. Will they say like that? What they will do? What seller does? He explain and give a demo about the phone. He explains interface about the phone. As a first step, we are also going to discuss the interface about Excel. Am I right? So the first interface about the Excel. What is this? What you are looking? What you are looking, guys? Come on. Come on.
Rows and columns.
Excel
Rows
sheet.
and columns. It is a kind of spreadsheet. Other name of Excel sheet is also called spreadsheet. Spreadsheet consists of rows and columns.
Lambs.
Rows and columns. See, these are the, can you see A, B, C, D, E, and all these things, right? These are the column names. What are those? Column names. Can you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? These are the rows. So this is the one which I highlighted. This what do we call? Cell. Particular cell. This is called cell. Am I right? So here you can see what is this? Sheet. We can see the sheet. We can see the sheet. By default, you can get the 3 sheets, or if you want, you can insert the n number of sheets. Okay. Here, after you can see the plus symbol. Sorry, you can see the plus symbol. You can see the plus symbol. You can see the plus symbol. Am I right? You can see the plus symbol. Okay. Now here, can you see here? File, home, insert. What do we call this? What do we call? Ribbon.
Tabs.
What do you call?
Ribbon.
Ribbon. Ribbon is nothing but concept different charts or different tabs. Collection of tabs are called ribbon. Right? Collection of tabs are called ribbons. For example, you have color band. If you know the color band, right? Does it consist of single color? No, right? So what do you call band, right? Band consists of multiple colors. So that is called ribbon. Simple to say. Band is also called ribbon, other name. Here also it consists of different sheets. It consists of different sheets. So this entire thing, right? Entire what I'm looking, the spreadsheet is called workbook. Book. Let's say our notebook. Notebook consists of different pages, right? Notebook consists of different pages, white book, or it is labeled with some right lines, right? That is our book. So each sheet, can you see the sheet, right? Sheet one after plus symbol, right? If I click on the plus symbol, right? Say plus symbol, then it is called sheet. Sheet one, sheet. Collection of worksheets are called workbook. Collection of worksheets are called workbook. Now you may get the question: how many sheets we can have? How many sheets we can have in one single workbook? Let's discuss about that. How do you get to know? Let's discuss about that. Can you see here file? Everyone see here the file? File, home button, insert button, right? Draw, page layout, formula, all is called as data, review, help, all these things are called as the ribbon. Now, which color it is? Black color. It could be any color. How to change the color also, I will explain about this. Let's go to the file. When you click on the file, can you see everyone, guys? File. When you click on the file, sorry, I must have to open Excel. Let me open the Excel. So how to open Excel, guys? Directly, now everyone are using the Windows 10 or 11, right? Everyone are using the Windows 11, Windows 10. Directly you can see the search bar. You can see the search bar. There you can, by default, most of the people are having the Excel. Most of the people are having the Excel. When I click on the Excel, right? This is how it looks like. See, this is what file, home, insert, drop, page layout, formulas, data, review, help, right? View, all these things. These are called as the ribbon. Now you can see what is the auto save of save button. What do we call? What do we call?
Functions.
Not functions. Any idea? Shortcuts. Simple to say shortcuts. You can use a shortcut. This one where my cursor is, right? Formula bar. Right? What about this one? Name box. For example, now selected. See here, what is the name box represents? A1. What does it mean, guys? A column, first row. A column, first row. Now tell me, what about now? H column, 12th row.
12.
Now, what about now? Okay, only single column it selects because your data, then it selects. Right? What about now? F6. F6. Right? This is the function bar. This is the name bar. This is column headings. Column header. This is the row header. Column header start with the A. Okay. And in Excel, how many records we have? Control down arrow. In your keyboard, control down arrow. Control and down arrow press same time. Just give me 1 second. See, in Excel, how many records we have? 1 0, not 1 lakh, guys. 10 lakhs. 10 lakh 48,576. Simple to say. It is difficult to remember the entire number, right? 10 lakh 48,576. Simple to say Excel consists of 1 million records. How many records, guys? 1 million records. Excel consists of how many records? 1 million records. Am I right? 1 million records. So all information. Now we are looking at this is the sheet one. Sheet one is called worksheet. So now can you see the plus symbol? When I click on the plus symbol, now it is sheet 2. Now it is sheet 3. Collection of worksheets are called workbook. Collection of worksheets are called workbook. Deepa, are you clear? What is worksheet? Okay. Now let me ask a second. Okay. Now let's go to the file. Let's go to the file. Here you can see different options, get in information. Let's say when I click on the information, it gives the information like protect workbook, inspect, size, properties, title, tags, category, last modified. We open 5 minutes back. That is what last printed. Who is the other? My name, because I opened my own, right? My name. See all properties, different properties of the data. Not save this file, right? And here can you see the account? These are the account. Now I'm using official Microsoft Office Home and Student 2021. This is my licensed product. It is not free product. When you open, if you are not using licensed product, you may not be able to see all these things, right? For you, not required to use licensed product. If you want, you can get the cracked version. You can download from the internet also. Okay, no need to spend the money for this. Please don't waste your valuable money. Okay, right. Now, if you want to understand what is the recently installed updates and all, you can get this, and you can go to the options. Can you see options more? Can you see options more? Here, when you see the options, first option, there are the different options we can include. I will cover all these things. What is the first option? General. General include, can you see when creating a new workbook? When creating a new workbook, include these many sheets. By default, how many sheets are including? One. But when you open the first time, in your case, it could be 3 sheets. By default, it is 3 sheets. If you want, you can change. But if you want to increase 100 only. Maximum, how many sheets you can able to include? 100 sheets. In one workbook, how many sheets will have? 100 worksheet. In each worksheet, how many number of records will be there? 1 million records, rows. Now tell me, can you guess how many columns will be there? 256 columns. In one worksheet, in one worksheet, in one worksheet, remember, in one worksheet, how many rows, guys? Rows will be
Two,
104857 It is difficult to remember. Maybe today I just opened, I may recall it. After 1 week, you ask me, can you tell me how many records? It will be difficult to remember. Then simple, easy to remember how many records we have? 1 million rows. Guys, I never heard about million. I don't know what is the meaning of million. Then the answer is 10 lakhs. All right, 10 lakhs. All right. Columns will be 256 columns. How many columns we have? 256. So the collection of combination of rows and columns are called worksheet. What do we call? Worksheet. In one worksheet, how many rows, how many columns we have? In one worksheet, we have 1 million rows and 256 columns. In one work, collection of 100 worksheets. Collection of 100 worksheets are called workbook. Got it? Clear? Collection of 100 worksheets are called workbook. In one worksheet, we have 1 million records and columns are 256 columns. Are you clear about this? Any confusion? Perfect. Right? Now, anyone are doubt about worksheet and workbook? Anyone have doubt about worksheet and workbook? Is everyone clear about this worksheet and workbook? Right. Now, but sorry, go ahead, please.
No, I told yes, sir. No
Yeah.
confusion.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So now here, these, and you also use the font here. Let me explain you the. This is the font. I'll explain the one by one. Don't worry about. We'll go in detail about the one by one option. Right? Now, are you clear about this? For example, now go to the file, more options. Here you can see now I want to change. Initially, when I opened the file, I have only one, right? Now I want to change to 5. Okay. Okay. do one thing, close this Excel. We saved it, right? We close this, don't save, and Windows R. It will open the run button and try to write Excel. See how many is open by default? Subit, right? Subit. Are you clear now? Rajeshri, Deepak sir, Anup, are you clear? How we got this one?
Yes,
But
yes, sir.
if you open more Excel sheets, worksheets, then it will be difficult. The performance will impact. So my personal recommendation is that always keep only one worksheet. If you have three also, that will be fine. But as you have more and more worksheet, the burden performance will get deteriorated. Hence, I would suggest to have only one worksheet by default. If you want, you can add more and more sheets as and when required. Make sense? So now let me go back and change to, go to the more options. See, I want to change to one. And I want to, okay, one, let's see, one by one option. I've changed it. Okay, let me close and open. Now see, now I want to change the view also. Let's see, I want to change the view also. Let's go to the file, more options. Here I am talking about normal view, page layout view. This is a normal view, page layout view. Let's see. One drawback, you need to close always. Okay, open it. I've changed to page layout view. See how I got it. Page by page by page. Got it? How it looked like earlier, now how it is changed. Understood? Now I want to get normal view. How do I get the normal view? Go to the file, more options, so page layout to page break preview. Let's say page break preview. Close it. But unfortunately, we have to close. There is no other option. Every time we have to do that. So now I change to page break view. See how we got it. So always, if you want different views, you can change it. But now it is suggest to use normal view. But when you want to create particular reports, we always use page break view or page preview. Once we reach into advanced stage of Excel, I will explain these concepts in detail. Let's understand the first normal view, then we can go in detail about the other two views. Okay, let me select, go to the file, more options. Here default view initiate is normal view, right? Like, okay, now if you want to,
So while working only we can't change the view.
no, while working you cannot change. If you want, you can change it, but again you need to save and open the file. You need to save and close the file and hence open the file. Okay, let me close the file. Understood, guys? Are able to follow me? I'm opening the file because these are very basics, but you need to understand. But if you want to create a reports in Excel, these things will play a vital role, right? Now we came to the normal view. Am I right? We came to the normal view. Go to the file again, options. See here. Now see. Any questions? Any doubts so far? Okay. See. Show mini toolbar. This is a mini toolbar, right? The above one, first selection point, shortcuts. Okay, close it, open it now. See, mini toolbar, there is no toolbar kind of thing now. Drag and drop, right? So the lot many things are there. We will discuss one by one. If I cover everything at one point of time, get confused. I don't want to make you get confused. Let's go with the one by one. Okay, collapse ribbon automatically. Ribbon. What is a ribbon? See, collapse ribbon. Let's understand the one last example. Collapse ribbon automatically. Why it is not? Huh? Checked. Should be. Okay, it's checked. I think I need to. Okay, I need unchecked it. Okay, I will discuss one by one how to collapse and all these things. Okay, now are you clear? Are you clear about the worksheet, everyone? Right? Any questions? Any doubt about the worksheet? Any doubt about the worksheet workbook? Rajeshri, clear? Right? Anyone, guys? Any doubt about the worksheet? Manoj, Mogadeshwaran, Abdul. Okay, let's go back to the. So press Alt and see how ribbon tab bar looks like. So now is the next sheet. Keyboard shortcuts. What are the different keyboard shortcuts? Am I right? See, press Alt. Let's open this. Press Alt. See, Alt. See, my bad. Hey. See, I'm just pressing the Alt. See what happened? Alt F. Alt plus F, it will go to the file. Alt H, it go to the home. Alt N, insert. Alt, what is that? P, page load, JW, formulas M. For example, Alt F. Automatically it is going to see Alt H, Alt O, different shortcuts. So what I will do, I created one Excel shortcuts. I created one Excel shortcuts for everything. I will give to all of you, right? These are the windows. For example, these are the Windows shortcuts. Control 1, display the format cell dialog box. Control 2, all these things. Different shortcuts. We will cover all the shortcuts one by one. Okay, everything it is impossible to remember. If you know the shortcuts, it will be easy to play with the Excel. Okay, okay, guys. There are the different shortcuts we have. Almost I created 117 shortcuts. Now some of you ask, sir, I'm using Mac. I'm using the Mac. Then what is the do you have any shortcuts for me? So these are the Mac shortcuts. I don't have the Mac to show you, but I'm using the Windows only. Suppose if you want some functions, I created a cheat sheet kind of thing, like different functions. What are the different functions which are using Excel? If you're able to understand, I create almost 55, 56 functions. Yeah. Right. These are, I'll explain about that. Don't worry. I will pass on to all to everyone. But at least if you want to be an expert in Excel, I would suggest while practicing that, try to practice with shortcuts. Try to practice with shortcuts instead of always using the mouse and all. Okay. So can we get the shortcut? Yes, that's what I will share these shortcuts with everyone. Okay. Now, clear? Any questions? Any doubt? Now let's see. What do you do? Okay, we got understand about how ribbon bar looks like. We understand the different shortcuts we have in Excel. Am I right? Now let's say first, whenever you got a document, what do you do? Import. I given one document. What do you do? I given only one document which need to read by 1,000 people. What it is a hard copy. What will you do? I have only one hard copy. Let's say one book, guys. Imagine I have one book. Only one book I have, which need to spread to 1,000 people. What will you do?
You go for a
Print is the
photocopy.
only option, right?
Share.
Print is the only one option. Now, let's try to understand as a first functionality in Excel, how to print the workbook or how to print the worksheet. Am I right? Let me give you one example. You have done one analysis. You have done one analysis and you would like to present the analysis in front of the board members. In front of the board members. You cannot give you the like a soft copy of Excel workbook, right? What you can able to do, you can distribute the hard copies. Am I right? Yes or no? There is a in room board member room 30 members. You can open and you cannot show all the details, right? There might be some strategical information. Only required information you need to share. While sharing the soft copy, like I'm sharing my screen, there is a likely chances I may show other information which may not required to show. Am I right? But let's understand, I want to print particular analysis. How will we do it? Are you clear with the requirement? Yes, guys, go ahead. Any questions, any doubt? Copy and make more. Copy and make more. Okay, let's try to understand. Printing the area, printing Excel. So I have taken the 3 files, guys. What are those? 2015 information, 2016 information, 2017. I have the information about, there are the few columns and rows. If you want to understand the rows, how many rows in the data set, first to put my cursor at A1, control down arrow. What is that? Control and down arrow. We can clearly see that how many records we have? 30 records. And also, can you see control select right arrow, control shift right arrow, control plus shift plus right arrow. It will select entire column. Then how many columns you have? Can you see the count here? In the down arrow count here? 12.
Yes,
12, right?
12.
Right? In the 2017 worksheet, the worksheet name, what is the worksheet name? 2017. 2017 worksheet consists of how many rows and columns? 30 rows and 12 columns.
12 columns.
Now I want to print this information. How will I print? Select the print area. How to select the print area? go to the file, go to the file. Or else if you are not sure, Control P. Let's see, we discuss about the shortcuts, right? What is the shortcut? Print. Let's search print. See where is the option? See, this is the row number 23. Display the print dialog box. What is that? Display the print dialog box. What is the shortcut are we going to use? Control P. Control P. Okay. Control P.
Was that also shortcut? Yes.
Control F.
Control F.
I will explain that point. Okay. Control P. Let's click on the Control P. See. Nothing I've done. I opened the sheet. Control P. Nothing I have done. Only see here. Now we display 30 records. Now let's say fit sheet in one page or fit all columns in one page. Remember, fit sheet in one page. Now look into the Excel sheet. Forget about this. What is the last column we have? Dystopia, residuals. Before that, trust government, corruption. When I said that Control P, dystopia, residual. So let's talk about the first point. Fit sheet, all rows. See, all rows in one. All rows in one page. But what about the column C here? One of two. It is going to the second sheet. Do you think it is the right correct? No. But what we required? Fit all columns in one page, right? Or else we have fit sheet in one page. Fit sheet is the on one page or no scaling. If I don't use the scaling, if I don't use no scaling, then what is happening here? It is going into the 4 pages. It is going to the 4 pages. The best one is to choose fit sheet on one page. Fit sheet on one page, it indicate the all rows and columns into one sheet. If you choose, how many different options we have, guys? Fit all rows on one page, fit all columns on one page, fit sheet on one page, or no scaling. No scaling means it is not in our control. All the rows and columns may not fit into one sheet. Fit all rows on one page, which means it will fit all the rows into single sheet. Fit all columns on one page. What does it mean? Forget about the rows. It will fit only columns. But what is the right fit? Fit sheet on one page. Are you clear about this? Okay. Now, normal margin. For example, you want to margin. See how the margin is changing, right? You want to choose the narrow margin, wide. Understood, guys? Are able to see the screen, how it is changing, right? Normal, last, see how it is changing. For example, if I go with normal, can you see it is a table, it is the last row and in the table, if you look into the last row and column, last row and column is missing the line, is missing the line. Do you observe it? Guys,
Yeah.
have you noticed this? The last one column is missed. So that means we cannot choose the normal margin. What is the margin you need to choose? Last custom setting. Last custom setting is gonna better. But the numbers are very, very small. So I want to increase narrow or I want to go with wide. But wide is also missing the last one column. The one which you choose, narrow one is the best one. Right? You need to fit it, which is the best suitable for you. Depends on the data to data. It may vary. Understood? Next, executive. What is the size? A4 size, A3 size, paper size, right? Right, legal paper, right? Tabloid, like different things you want to letter. How you want to display it, the information that is most important. But we generally choose A4 sheet. Am I right? Okay. So now see one more important collated. So landscape, portal, right? Portal means it is not the looking the correct, right? The one which are landscape orientation. Always choose the landscape orientation. Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt? Any question? Any doubt? Any questions? Any doubt? And one more thing, print active sheets or print entire workbook. See, in Excel, remember how many sheets we have? 3 sheets. If I control P, by default print active sheet. That means only first sheet. Print entire workbook. It will go to the 2015, 2016 and 2017. Am I right? So always choose print selection only particular range, maybe first page to third page.
Sir, how would you come, like, it will understand 2015,
Mm.
2017.
Pages you're talking about. See, if you choose all information, only simple records, right? That is the reason it is not getting. If you have more number of records, you'll understand how many records it will be. I'll show you that also. Print selection. Always choose. Depends on your requirement whether you want to go with the active sheet or entire workbook. So you want to convert, how you want to write, how many copies you want, right? These are things we can perform with the print option. Any doubt, any questions? Madam, if why landscape orientation, if you go with the porter orientation is not giving a clear picture, right? Always choose the landscape, which is the more widening one. Okay, now are you clear? Now let's say how many records I have taken? Only 10 records, right? 30 records. Imagine 30 records. Let's say I've taken one big data set. I've taken one big file. It consists of, let's say, where is the data sets? Let's say I'm opening some big file. Oh no, sorry. Oh. See, here now, how many columns I have? Look into here. I don't want to disturb the original file. So I'm taking the one new file, new sheet. Now, how many sheets information I have now? How many sheets information I have? Only one sheet. Am I right? Only one sheet. Now, can you guess how many columns we have? Control, what is the column? Control Shift right arrow, which it tells how many columns we have? 9 columns. How many rows? A2 to how many rows we have? 1 lakh. So the data, the worksheet consists of 1 lakh rows with 9 columns. Now on top of this data, let's apply control P. See, fit all sheets. So print. See, print active sheets, normal margins, right? We cannot able to see everything, right? No scaling. See, how many pages we have? Understood now? Earlier we have only 30 records, it is one page. Now we have how many records we have? 1 lakh records. Now it become how many pages we have? 5716. Now I want to print 10 to 30 sheets. Now because it is asking PDF document, hence because we given the PDF document right in the above, right? Right? And you want to collated, uncollated files, all the files you want to see.
Here we can use portrait or landscape,
We use landscape only. We use landscape only.
but we can use portrait also.
If you see, if you use landscape, how many pages it is?
8,000.
8,000. If I use portrait, only 5716. Understood? Right. But the fact is that very rarely we do use print option. Very rarely we do use print option in the real world. Right? Now let's see some questions for today. Now everyone are clear? So will you able to do practice on the printing area tomorrow? Take one sample data set from internet or anywhere. You can start to practice. Any questions, kindly let me know. Okay. Spreadsheet contains rows and columns. The answer is B. You can activate cell by presenting the tab, click on the cell, presenting arrow key, all the above. All the above. All the above. Rows in MS Excel are represented by numbers or alphabets. Alphabets, right?
Yes.
Alphabets. Numbers or alphabets?
Numbers.
Numbers. Columns? Alphabets.
Alphabets.
Columns are. How to give a print of the selected range? By pressing Control P, by selecting print selection, or by selecting print all sheets, by selecting print active sheet. Try to read the question.
Active sheet. By selecting a print active sheet. A.
How to give a print of the selected range?
It will be
by selecting a print selection.
By selecting a print active sheet or by selecting a print selection. See, the answer is C.
The range.
Okay, the answer is. Now how to format the data and all we will discuss in tomorrow class. There is about to switch off the AI. We'll discuss in tomorrow, guys. Thank you. Okay. Any questions, any doubt in the meantime?